Look around. The world is changing faster than the supply chains can keep up. Inflation is eating through currency, global tension is rising, and the authentic military surplus gear that defined preparedness for decades is quietly vanishing from the market. The smart money, the combat veterans and old-school preppers who value logistics over looks, they aren't buying the overpriced, over-engineered plastic toys pushed by modern tactical brands. They are quietly clearing the shelves of the last remaining analog, zero-fail assets before the general public catches on and prices double. Welcome back to the Den. Today we are pulling back the curtain on 7 critical survival items you can still find at Army surplus stores, if you know where to look, that are quietly disappearing this year. Stop participating in the consumer trap. It's time to start stockpiling asset-grade survival tools engineered to survive a war. Item 1. USGI Doan Magnesium Block. The modern lie is that a $3 butane lighter or a $30 commercial emergency ferro rod is enough. The reality is that butane lighters fail instantly when the temperature drops below freezing, and cheap commercial ferro rods, often made with brittle plastic handles, snap the moment you apply real leverage in a hypothermic state. The surplus truth is this stamped steel and magnesium brick. This tool is required when everything is soaked, frozen, and you are far beyond the reach of help. This is not for a summer camping trip. This is for staying alive. Magnesium is the answer to raw physics. It burns at over 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit. How do you deploy it? You do not try to start the fire directly with the spark. That is a prepper mistake. You use your knife, referencing that high-carbon Mora we discussed previously, to slowly shave a dime-sized pile of magnesium shavings onto your dry tinder. Only then do you turn the block over, place the embedded ferrocerium rod directly over the magnesium pile, and strike it hard with the spine of your knife. The resulting 5,400 degrees ignition will turn completely wet wood, frozen leaves, or damp fungus into a raging fire instantly. It is waterproof, fail-proof, and it is vanishing from the bins. Stockpile this first. Item 2. Bundeswehr Folding Isomat is your essential barrier against hypothermia. The commercial outdoor industry wants you to believe you need a $150 ultralight inflatable mattress for comfort. This is the lie that kills. In a true shtf scenario, an inflatable mattress will take a single thorn, sharp rock, or shard of broken glass, pop instantly, and you are sleeping directly on the freezing ground. Conduction will drain your body heat faster than any jacket can retain it. The surplus truth is this dense, puncture-proof, closed-cell foam pad. Why is it required? It is the analog anchor for sleeping anywhere safely. This is not about comfort, it is about critical thermal insulation from the ground. How do you use it? It utilizes raw functionality. It doesn't roll, it folds accordion style. When shtf, you don't have time to mess with roll-up pads. You throw this flat on the ground. Because it is closed cell, it cannot pop, and it does not absorb water. More importantly, when folded, its rigid, flat shape integrates flawlessly as an internal frame stiffener inside your canvas sea bag, adding structure and protection for all your other gear. It can even be deployed partially folded as a durable seat or padded work surface. This pad solves your thermal needs with 0 mechanical parts. Item 3. USGI Sun, Wind, and Dust Goggles is your ocular defensive shield during infrastructure collapse. The lie is that expensive tactical sunglasses will protect you. They might protect you from the front, but the moment a building collapses, an ash fallout hits, or a dust storm picks up, particles, smoke, and chemicals will rush in from the sides, blinding you instantly. If you are blind, you cannot move, and you cannot evade. The surplus truth is total ocular encapsulation. When is this required? During urban collapse, massive fires, grid failures causing toxic dust release, or severe weather evasion. This is your ocular armor. How do you use it? It utilizes raw necessity. You pull them down. The thick foam seal completely wraps your face, creating a zero-particle environment for your eyes. The design is wide enough that they integrate seamlessly over your existing prescription glasses, ensuring you maintain 20/20 vision when the air itself is toxic. It turns chaos into a manageable visual problem.
Item 4. Heavy Canvas Top-Load Sea Bag is your zero-fail logistics backbone, also known as the duffel. Modern preppers buy expensive bug-out bags covered in MOLLE webbing and filled with complex plastic zippers. These zippers jam instantly when the mud's stuck in them, or they simply burst wide open under a real 80-pound load. When your zipper fails, your gear spills, and your logistics chain is broken. The surplus truth is raw capacity and total security. This is thick cotton duck canvas. It is designed to carry a soldier's entire life. When is this required? For mass hauling during chaotic evacuations, when you need to throw 80 pounds of gear, rations, or harvested timber into a truck, a train, or drag it miles cross-country. How do you use it? It utilizes raw functionality. It is top-loading. You load it with volume, not complexity. It features 0 zippers. You close the top by threading the heavy steel D-ring through the integrated eyelets and securing it with the simple metal clip. This method cannot fail under pressure. It cannot jam with dirt, and it allows you to secure the entire load with a heavy padlock. This is not about organization. It is about unbreakable transport. Item 5. NATO Butyl Rubber NBC Gloves is your critical contaminated environment barrier. Authentic NATO Butyl Rubber NBC Gloves. Preppers buy tactical mechanics gloves, assuming they protect their paws. The lie is that fabric gloves offer bio or chemical protection. The reality is that when the city's sewage system fails, biohazards spread, or unknown chemical runoff contaminates floodwater, fabric gloves absorb that poison instantly and transfer it directly into your skin. Fabric is a conduit. Raw rubber is a barrier. The surplus truth is total impermeability. These are designed for nuclear, biological, and chemical warfare. When are these required? When moving through toxic floodwaters, handling potentially diseased animals, managing sewage-contaminated areas, or processing unknown chemicals during urban scavenging. This is raw biological insurance. How do you use it? It utilizes raw necessity. You wear them when you do not know what you are touching. They are extreme thick and impermeable. They create an absolute physical separation between your skin and potential death by absorption. SHTF isn't clean. This analog rubber keeps you clean when the system is dead. Item 6. The SRU-21P Aviator Survival Vest. Wearing a full tactical plate carrier and military chest rig during SHTF doesn't make you a hero, it makes you a target. You broadcast a massive tactical signature that screams, "I have gear and I am a threat," to any observer or guard checkpoint. The commercial lie is that tactical means looking like a soldier. Real evasion means blending in completely. The surplus truth is low-profile tactical preparedness. When is this required? During gray man evasion, navigating civilian crowds, or passing through checkpoints where you must conceal your capability. This vest was engineered for pilots to survive behind enemy lines. How do you use it? It utilizes raw gray man function. It is made of lightweight, fire-retardant mesh and features integrated pockets that sit completely flat on your chest. You load these pockets with your core survival items, rations, first aid, compass, and an evasion knife. It has zero bulk. Instead of wearing it over your gear, you wear it as your base layer and simply zip a common civilian jacket directly over it. It allows you to carry a complete 24-hour survival kit completely unseen, maintaining tactical advantage while looking completely non-threatening. This vest makes you invisible, not tactical. Item 7. The Swiss Army Rubberized Canvas Bread Bag. Item number 7 is your indestructible foraging asset. The final surplus item that is vanishing is this small rubberized Swiss masterpiece. The outdoor industry pushes lightweight nylon day packs that rip the first time you snag them on thorny bushes or drag them across concrete. Furthermore, nylon allows moisture in, rain, and out wet forage, ruining everything you work hard to collect. The surplus truth is a waterproof silent scavenger's multi-tool. Why is this required? Foraging for wild edibles, collecting firewood, processing wet tinder, or urban scavenging when grid down. This is the bag that stays on your hip when your primary pack is at base. How do you use it? It utilizes raw analog necessity. It is literally completely waterproof and indestructible. The specialized rubberized coating ensures rain never gets inside, and more importantly, it allows you to collect wet or dirty items like muddy roots or water-soaked firewood and carry them miles without contaminating the gear inside your primary bug-out bag. The simple shoulder strap allows you to keep this bag accessible at your side for fast, silent scavenging, while your main pack carries your long-term capability. This vest was designed for raw, functional resilience, and it is almost gone. The USGI Doan Magnesium Block, the Bundeswehr Folding Isomat, USGI Sun, Wind, and Dust Goggles, the Heavy Canvas Sea Bag, NATO NBC Gloves, the Aviator Survival Vest, and the Swiss Rubberized Bread Bag. These are not consumer products. They are raw, analog assets engineered to survive a war, and they are vanishing from the surplus market as veterans stockpile the last remaining zero-fail options. Stop buying fragile, modern tactical trash that fails under real-world pressure. Invest in the indestructible gear that is built on the hard, raw laws of physics. The sheep panic when the grid fails. The scavengers beg for help, but the wolf prepares for armor. Subscribe to The Den. Stay unbreakable.